Hi, good morning, my dear student. Today we are going to start your class 12th history, chapter 7, the imperial capital Vijayanagar. My dear student, in this chapter we have already discussed about that fortification and the water management of the Vijayanagar empire. We have also discussed about that Amram system, Naikas, as well as the Rayas. Today we will read about the Royal Center. This topic is also given there, and I have little bit discussed this topic, the Royal Center, in your previous video. Royal Center, my dear student, in the Vijayanagar, when we discuss about that the particular place, the urban core, that play very important role in the Vijayanagar. In the urban core, I have already discussed about that. In the northeastern front, they have established the Muslim prosperous traders residential quarter, where we have seen that the various graves and various type of mosque was there. They were highly influenced about the Dravidian architecture. Today, the Royal Center, we are going to read. The Royal Center, it is very strange matter with us, and in the excavation, we have known by that there were the 60, more than 60 temple is available that was settled in the Royal Center. Except only 30 buildings, they were non-religious buildings. Maybe, according to historians, that building was royal palaces. The uses of that buildings and their importance. Now that time, it is a great enigma for the common peoples because we have no proper information about that, what they used that building, what purpose they built. First, in the Royal Center, the first building that was the audience hall, and second, the Mahanami Dibba. The audience hall, the particular place where the various people, the courtyards, they assembled that places. Maybe it possible, according to historians, they believe that कि ऐसा होता होगा कि वहाँ पे ये लोग आते होंगे किसी उत्सव पे वहाँ असेंबल्ड होते होंगे और वहाँ पे कोई प्रयोजन होता होगा. And second, that was the very important thing, that was the Mahanami Dibba. Mahanami Dibba, that was famous. Why? Because of their architecture. It was 11,000 square feet area spread and 40 feet their heights. महानवमी डिब्बा का जो विस्तार था, महानवमी डिब्बा जो ये शहर के सबसे ऊंचे स्थानों में से एक था, और जो ऑडियंस हॉल थे, ये दोनों ऑडियंस हॉल and Mahanamadipa, both were covered by two walls, not one wall, two walls. That was covered by two walls. दो बड़े बड़े दीवारों से कवर थे, बीच में एक गली थी. और ये चीजें दोनों की आर्किटेक्चर स्पेशलिटी को दिखाती थी. The audience hall is a high platform with slot for the wooden pillars at close and the regular intervals. It has a staircase going up the second floor, which rested on these pillars. The pillars, being closely shaped, would have left little free space, and thus it is not clear what the hall was used for. What I am saying that now that time is to believe that what was the use of that places, the audience hall, it is not clear. And second, located on the one highest points, the city, That was Mahanome Dibba. What was the use of Mahanome Dibba? It is also enigma for the historians. Having their architectures, they believe that it will be possible that the platform where the Nayakas parade with their army, with their horses, with their the soldiers, the front of the Nayakas and their guests on the special. Mahanomi Dibba, as you think in your mind that the name of the Mahanomi, as you are familiar that is the very great festival of the Hindu religion, in the Brahman religion, that Navratri, it means the festival which comes in the September October months, celebrated in whole India, the various names like Maha, Nomi, Navratri, in Bengal Durga Puja also. On that occasion, the ceremonial festivals organized in the Vijayanagar capital, the ceremonies performed on the occasion included the worship of the image, worship of the state horse, and the sacrifices of the buffalo and other animals, dance, wrestling matches, and processions of the capricent horses, elephants, and the chariots and the soldiers, as well as the ritual presentation before the king and the guest by the chief Nayakas and the subordinate king marked the occasions. These ceremonies were included with the deep symbolic meaning on the last day that the festival, the king inspected his army and the armies of the Nayakas in a grand ceremony in the open field. On the occasion, the Nayakas brought the rich gift for the king as well as the stipulated tributes. That was the very clear matter that the Mahanomi Dibba was the place where the king inspected their armies, the Nayakas and Abram system. You are aware of that system, which is regulated in the Vijayanagar Empire. In the Amram system and the Nayakas, they were military generals, they have their armies, and year, in a year, the month of September, October, on the occasion of festival, they have to assemble in the capital and they have to parade their army in the front of the king and their guest. One time, the king inspected their armies. That's why, according to historian Mahanavati, was established in the Vijayanagar capital, Vijayanagar Empire, in the royal palace. But it is very strange matter that their area was not vast for the parade. परेड के लिए वो एरिया काफी बड़ा नहीं है. Historians ऐसा बिलीव करते हैं कि वो क्या रहा होगा. Was the Mahanavati Dibba that stand today the center of the elaborate rituals? क्या महानवमी डिब्बा जो संरचना है ये किसके लिए होगा, कैसे रहा होगा, और इसमें तमाम सारी बातें की जाती हैं. क्या महानवमी डिब्बा जो आज अस्तित्व में है वह एक विस्तृत क्षेत्र था रिचुअल एक्टिविटीज के लिए? परहैप्स नो. हिस्टोरियन बिलीव दैट कि संरचना के जो चारों ओर का स्थान है वो बहुत कम है. जो महानवमी डिब्बा के आसपास का इलाका है ये छोटा है परेड के लिए, यहाँ इतने ज्यादा लोग नहीं खड़े हो सकते. So that's why you can easily understand what I want to say. The historian have doubt that that place was used for parade. परेड के लिए प्लेस यूज किया जाता होगा. इतिहासकार ऐसा नहीं मानते. Scholars have pointed out that space surrounding the structure does not seem to have been The etiquette for elaborate does not seem to have elaborate the possessions of the armed man, women, and a large number of the animals, like some of the other structures in the royal center. No doubt, इनिग्मा फॉर द स्टोरीज एक पहली है इतिहासकारों के लिए कि इनका क्या इस्तेमाल रहा, विजयनगर में इसका क्या प्रयोग किया जाता होगा। ये एक बड़ा प्रश्न है आज भी। दैट इज द मेन मैटर फॉर द रिसर्च नाउ दैट टाइम। आज भी लोग इसके पीछे क्या तथ्य है इसको। Others building in the Royal Center. The next topic is that other building in the Royal Center. We have discussed the two buildings, Audience Hall and the Mahanamudi Park. Where we have discussed that the importance of the Audience Hall and the Mahanamudi Park. Mahanamudi Park may be possible that it was practiced in the ritual or it was practiced for the parade, but we have no actual information about that. And Audience Hall, it was the place where the important people or their courtiers or the council members they were assembled that place and discuss about the various matters. And the other building also established in the royal center. Which type of buildings? The first buildings in the I need to say that one of the most important building, the Lotus Temple. Lotus Temple also settled in the royal palace. Lotus Temple, one of the most beautiful buildings in the royal center. So, named by British travelers in the 19th century, that palace that was the Lotus Temple. While the name is the certainly the romantic historians are not quite sure. They were not quite sure that about their names. Why? As you know that in the royal palace there were the 60 buildings, 60 religious buildings and only 30 buildings that was non-religious. Here we are discussing about the Lotus Temple. The last word mentioned here, Lotus Temple. That was very important. We have to always consider about that. The building name Lotus Temple. What was the use of Lotus Temple? There are the various view according to historian to use of the Lotus Temple by the Vijayanagar Emperor. According to Colonel Mackenzie, Colonel Mackenzie was excavator who excavated first time Hampi, who first time when he excavated the Hampi, he find out that various places was the also cartographers. एक अच्छे मानचित्र विज्ञानी भी थे. According to them, they felt that the Lotus Temple was maybe possible that the council chambers. The Lotus Temple was used by the king as a council chamber, where their cabinet ministers, where their the important ministers assembled and discuss the various important issues, political issues, cultural issues, and some others, economical also, as well as. They have discussed on that. And king took advice from them कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. इसका इस्तेमाल इसका प्रयोग लोटस टेम्पल का प्रयोग इसी के लिए विजयनगर में किया जाता था, ऐसा मैकेंजी का विश्वास है. One of the most spectacular of this one known as the Hazara Ram temple. Second, the Lotus temple and Hazara Ram temple. Hazara Ram temple. Hazara Ram temple. Second, the Hazara Ram temple. This was probably meant to use only the king and his family. The image in the central shrine are missing. However, sculptures panels to the walls survive. These included scene from the Ramayana sculpted on the inner walls of the shrine. The Hajaram temple, that was the very important for the royal families. That was the temple which was used by the royal families. The main image that was absent today. But the sculptures which was on their walls, it clearly explained that that place was used for the religious purpose by the royal families. शाही परिवार के द्वारा इस स्थान का यूज किया जाता था जलाराम टेम्पल का। यहाँ की दीवारों पे रामायण की कथाएं अंकित हैं आज भी, और इसी के आधार पर हम कह सकते हैं कि जलाराम टेम्पल राज परिवार के लोगों की पूजा करने का स्थान था। इमेज नहीं है, मूर्ति नहीं है, नाउ दैट मूर्ति एब्सेंस है, लेकिन उसकी दीवारों पे जो स्कल्पचर्स बने हुए रामायण की कथाएं हैं, उससे ये है कि ये धार्मिक केंद्र रहा होगा। While many other structures, Vijayanagar were destroyed when the city was sacked. The traditions of buildings, the parental structures were continued by the Nayakas. Many of these buildings have survived. As you know that this is the very important thing, that the temple, the various temples, they were burned by the Brahmin king. They were destroyed by Caesar Frederick. He wrote about in his account that the Vijayanagar was looted, destroyed by the Brahmin king. Why? Because they felt that this is the, क्या ये हिंदुओं का राज्य है, उन्होंने धर्म के नाम पे इसे बुरी तरीके से बर्बाद किया। Even no doubt to say that here I am not telling that they attacked, they invaded. Why? Because of the Hindu and Muslims disputes. No, that is the political tension also. Political tension था दोनों के बीच, ये हुए। Yes, that was the catalyst. हिंदू होना उनके लिए कैटलिस्ट होगा युद्ध करने के लिए। पूरी तरीके से विजयनगर को लूटा गया, तोड़ा गया, बर्बाद किया गया। Here we have discussed the very important things: the audience hall, Mahanavami Dibba, Lotus Temple, and Hajararam temples. The next topic that is very important thing, that was what choosing capital. Choosing capital. As I informed you, the Vijayanagar. In the Vijayanagar, in my previous video, I have already discussed about that there were 4 capital of the Vijayanagar. If you remember my previous video, then you have clear information that the Vijayanagar, Hampi, how many temples, how many capitals which counted in my previous video? 4, no doubt. If you remember. So here, the choosing capital, when they choose that capital, what was the reasons? And always I have discussed that the divinity is the very important role in the Vijayanagar. King also favored, वो चाहते थे कि राजा धर्म से जुड़ा हो, राजा का मंदिर और मंदिर का राजा के बीच एक संबंध अच्छा हो, जिससे राजत्व को प्राप्त करने का ध्येय वो दैवता को प्रूफ करे. It means no doubt to say that the mutual understanding between the religion and the political, that was so in the Vijayanagar Empire. विजयनगर एम्पायर में दोनों चीजें स्पष्ट, 4 अलग अलग राजधानियां, लेकिन यहाँ सबसे महत्वपूर्ण चीज है, इस पे हम बात करेंगे. We are going to discuss about that, the sacred centers. That is the sacred center. That is the sacred center. That is the choosing capital. The sacred center. Why we call the sacred center? हम इसे sacred center क्यों कह रहे हैं? हम इसे एक पवित्र क्षेत्र क्यों कह रहे हैं? क्यों? क्योंकि इस क्षेत्र में, इन जगहों पे हमें उन चीजों के बारे में पता चलेगा जो चीजें हमें उसके स्ट्रक्चर, उसके निर्माण में बताती है, विजयनगर की स्टेब्लिशमेंट में महत्वपूर्ण रोल निभाती है. क्या थी? तो कहते हैं कि वी नाउ मूव द रॉकी नॉर्दर्न एंड we, if you see your book, very clearly mention about the choosing capital. We know move the rocky northern end of the city on the bank of the Tungabhadra according to the local traditions. These hills sheltered the monkey kingdom. Bali and Sugriv mentioned in the Ramayana. Other traditions suggest that the Pampa Devi and the local mother goddess did the penance in these hills on the order to marry Virupaksha, the guardian deities of the kingdom, also the recognized as the form of the Shiva. Today, the marriage is celebrating annually in the Virupaksha temple. Among these hills are found the Jain temples of the pre-Vijayanagar period as well. In other words, this area was associated with the several sacred traditions. Okay, it is very clear that the place where the Vijayanagar is situated, that was near the Tungabhadra river, where the so many mountains and so many hills spread, and this hilly area, that was the very sacred center. According to some religious hypotheses, they believe that that place is famous for the kingdom of Bali and Sugriv. That was protected by them. Bali and Sugriv, they were mythological actors. They were also explained in the Ramayana. And the other concept, other religious beliefs, that was the place of the mother goddess of Pampa Devi and the Virupaksha. The Virupaksha is the other form of Lord Shiva. विरूपाक्ष पंपा देवी ने एक लंबे समय तक पूजा की विरूपाक्ष को प्राप्त करने के लिए इसी पर्वत पे फिर उनकी पूजा से शिव के साथ उनकी शादी हुई नाउ ए डे टिल टुडे दे सेलिब्रेट फेस्टिवल फॉर दैट इस उत्सव ये शादी की उत्सव में इस शादी की जो सेरेमनी है वो इसको एक उत्सव के रूप में फेस्टिवल के रूप में आज भी इस क्षेत्र में मनाते हैं सो दैट्स व्हाई दैट इज अ सेक्रेट फ्रॉम देम for them. That is the sacred place for them. That's why I am saying here the two religious concept accepted by the common peoples and the historian also. विजयनगर मैंने आपको दो चीजें बताई पहला मैंने आपसे कहा कि ये वो प्लेस था जहां पे जो रामायण में उल्लिखित किष्किंधा पर्वत किष्किंधा पर्वत पे बाली और सुग्रीव द्वारा प्रोटेक्टेड ये एरिया था इस पे कभी ये दोनों भाई राज करते थे बंदरों की तरफ सुरक्षित एरिया था जिनका उल्लेख रामायण में है मैंने दूसरा बताया कि जो वहां पे लोकल फेथ है बिलीव्स है कि ये पंपा देवी जो नगर देवी थी उन्होंने इस पर्वत पे कई सालों तक तपस्या की विरूपाक्ष को प्राप्त और विरूपाक्ष की प्राप्ति भी हुई मिले भी विरूपाक्ष को इसलिए इनकी शादी का सेरेमनी मनाया जाता है A temple building in the region had long history, going back to dynasty such as the Pallavas and Chalukya, Hoysala and Cholas. Very often encourage the temple buildings as a means of associating themselves with the divine. Often the deity was explicitity of the implicity identified with the king. Temples also functioned as the centers of the learning and other resources for the maintenance of the temples. Consequently, temples developed as a significant the point of the view of the rulers constructing the repairing and the maintaining the temple were important means of the winning support and recognizing the other power, wealth, and pity. It means very clear कि इनका क्या यूज रहता होगा क्या प्रयोग रहता होगा इस मंदिर का तो कहता है कि जो मंदिर निर्माण के लिए लंबा इतिहास आई हैव ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्म यू अबाउट दैट एरिया द विजयनगर एरिया वेयर द विजयनगर Vijayanagar was established that area from the four dynasties Chalukya, Hoysals, Chol, and their architectures that was adopted by them. The long history of the temple which is survived in that area, ये बहुत लंबे समय तक इनका इतिहास है मंदिर निर्माण का। और यहाँ पे काफी लंबे समय तक इन लोगों ने मंदिर निर्माण के बारे में मंदिर क्यों बनाए, क्योंकि राजा अक्सर ऐसा विश्वास था कि मंदिर निर्माण को शासक इसलिए प्रोत्साहित करते थे कि वो बिलीव करते थे कि राज देवताओं का उनसे मंदिर बनाने से देवता खुश होंगे और उनके राज्य का विस्तार होगा। मंदिर was not only the religious place, but also the other use of that areas. बहुत सारे अलग अलग तरीके से भी मंदिरों के इस्तेमाल होते थे उस समय। मंदिर शिक्षा के केंद्र थे, मंदिर कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज के लिए बनाए जाते थे। और संभव है कि विजयनगर का जो स्थान का चयन है ये विरूपाक्ष पंपा देवी के मंदिरों के अस्तित्व से प्रेरित था। यहाँ तक कि विजयनगर के शासक भगवान विरूपाक्ष की ओर से शासन करने का दावा करते हैं। सभी राजकीय आदेशों पे सामान्यतः कन्नड़ लिपि में, कन्नड़ लैंग्वेज में श्री विरूपाक्ष शब्द अंकित था। तो ये प्रूव करता है दे वेरी मच इन्फ्लुएंस विरूपाक्ष, विजयनगर एम्परर वेरी मच विरूपाक्ष से बहुत प्रभावित थे। सारे शासकीय आदेश, ऑफिशियल डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऑन द अपर पोर्शंस दे मेंशन द नेम ऑफ द विरूपाक्ष, विरूपाक्ष का नाम मेंशन कर देते थे। मंदिरों के जो निर्माण थे, मंदिर के धार्मिक, सामाजिक, सांस्कृतिक और आर्थिक केंद्रों के रूप में जो विकसित हुए, शासकों के दृष्टिकोण से मंदिरों का निर्माण, मरम्मत और उसका रखरखाव अपनी सत्ता, अपनी ताकत, अपनी संपत्ति के समर्थन के लिए और अपनी निष्ठा मंदिर में दिखाने के लिए था। इसलिए भी मंदिरों का विकास हुआ। और जो ये नाम रखे, राजा अपने देवताओं के साथ अपने जो म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग को प्रूव किया, अपने रिलेशंस को प्रूफ करने का प्रयास किया और राजाओं ने अपने नाम टाइटल ली। आंध्र सुरात्राण, हिंदू सुरात्राण टाइटल that was taken by the king Hindu Suratran. The Krishnadev the title was the Andhra Suratran, आंध्रों का राजा सुल्तान सुरात्राण, that is the सुरात्राण जो वर्ड है ये अरेबिक वर्ड है जिसका अर्थ है सुल्तान, और ये सल्तनत काल के जो वर्ड है सुल्तान उससे लिया गया है। इसका मतलब होता है आंध्र का सुल्तान या आंध्र का राजा। इस प्रकार विजयनगर शासकों की कालिक परंपराएं थी, ट्रेडिशंस थी, उन्हें अपनाने में नवीनता लाई और आगे पीछे राज की जो प्रतिकृति थी, रॉयल स्कल्पचर्स थे, बिल्डिंग्स थे, विंडोज थे, दैट वाज आल्सो एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन द टेंपल, मंदिरों में इसको बनाया गया। इवन एज ए द रूलर्स also included their close links with the gods by the using the titles Hindu Suratran. This was a Sanskrit words of the, I mean to say, this was the translation of the Sanskrit words in the Arabic, the king of the state, Sultan. Sultan meaning the king, so the literally meant that the Hindu Sultan. Even then they drew the earlier traditions, the rulers of the Vijayanagar involved and developed these royal, the portrait sculptures was not displayed in the temples on the king of the king's visits to temples were treated an important occasion on which he was accompanied by the importance of the Nayakas of the empire. It means you have clear information about that, the role of temple in the Vijayanagar. It was the medium to what? The king proved their link with the god with the help of the temple. उसने मंदिर बनवाए, राजाओं के साथ उसके संबंध स्थापित किए और ये बताने का प्रयास किया कि दैवीयता और राजनीति एक साथ जुड़ी हुई है। उसने उन लोगों ने अपनी सत्ता, अपनी निष्ठा को दिखाने का प्रयास किया टेम्पल से। तो आज के लिए इतना ही, नेक्स्ट वीडियो में फिर मिलेंगे, बात करेंगे। We will discuss a lot about that, the temple architecture of the Vijay, the Gopurams also. Okay. Goodbye and take care. I think we have 3 or 4 minutes also. So we have completed the Vijayanagars. गोपुरम आल्सो, हमारे पास कुछ मिनट्स और हैं तो हमें गोपुरम में भी पढ़ लेना चाहिए. We have completed the Gopuram also. The Gopuram and the Mandaps, in the term the temple architectures by the period, the certain new features for the evidence. These included the structures of the immense scale that must have been a mark of the imperial authority, best exemplified that often dove towards towards the center shrines of the temple form of the grid. गोपुरम, ये नहीं था मंदिरों के आर्किटेक्चर में कुछ चीजें नहीं थी. गोपुरम, दैट इज द ग्रैंड गेटवे व्हिच वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन द टेंपल. टेंपल में ये स्टैब्लिश थी, स्थित थी. इसका एक अपना अलग महत्व था. इसका आकार बड़ा था. गोपुरम काफी बड़े क्षेत्र में थे. These included a structure of the immense scale of the must have been the mark of the imperial authority, best exemplified by the Rayas Gopuram. The royal gateway, the often offers the towers on the center shrine, and the single the presence of the temple from the great distance. The Gopuram, that was the great gateway, it showed not only the height of the temple but also it showed the dignity and power of the king who made that temple. ये बनने के लिए, ये बनाने के लिए इस राजाओं ने इस्तेमाल किया, प्रयोग किया. उन्होंने इसको क्यों बनाया, उन्होंने इसके माध्यम से क्या दिखाया? वो ये प्रूव करना चाहते थे कि हमारे पास कितनी सत्ता, कितनी ताकत है. और गोपुरम मंदिर बनाए क्यों गए? Why? Because the temple built, because they express their power, अपनी शक्तियों को प्रदर्शित करना चाहते थे, दिखाना चाहते थे, और इसलिए गोपुरम बनाए गए. इसलिए गोपुरम का इस्तेमाल मंदिरों के साथ इसको जोड़ दिया गया. गोपुरम काफी बड़े थे. गोपुरम और मंदिर के बीच स्पेस था. ये स्पेस मंदिर से गोपुरम पहुंचने के बीच की दूरी थी. और यहां से आपको एक लंबा छोटे छोटे कमरों से बना हुआ आंगन दिखाई देगा. That space used for the various ritual practices. It was also the study center. They use it as a study center. The one word in the Tamil discussion, that is the Ghatika, that Ghatika means the educational center. एजुकेशनल सेंटर के रूप में इसका इस्तेमाल किया गया. ये बिलीव है, ऐसा विश्वास, लोग ऐसा मानते हैं, इतिहासकार ऐसा सोचते हैं. ये गोपुरम दक्षिणवाद की ड्यूरियन शैली के सबसे अच्छे आर्किटेक्चर्स में एक है. It means the Gopuram, that was the one of the necessary element in the Dravidian architecture, temple architectures. It is situated in the front of the temple. Their height is very vast from the temples. Sometimes the temple looking like dwarf in the front of the Gopuram. गोपुरम की ऊंचाई काफी बड़ी थी और मंदिर उसके सामने बौना दिखाई देता था. इस तरीके से गोपुरम के आर्किटेक्चर सामने दिखाई देते हैं. आज के लिए इतना ही. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में फिर पढ़ेंगे इसके बाद. ओके, गुड बाय एंड टेक केयर.